Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the business news here on Midday Live. My name is Alfred Akanti. Let's go on to our first story this afternoon. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Ghana has maintained the policy rate at 26% due to the current high level of inflation of 16.9%. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Abdul Nazir Isako, addressing the media, said the central bank is committed to attaining the medium-term inflation target of 8 plus or minus 2%.
Inflation stood at 18.4% in June, but declined to 16.7% in July, before edging up to 16.9% in August. According to the central bank, the continued monetary and fiscal policy tightness, together with stability in the foreign exchange market, should support a reduction in inflation going forward.
The committee decided to maintain the policy rate at 26%. The committee would continue to monitor developments in the economy and take appropriate actions if necessary towards attaining the medium-term inflation target over the forecast horizon.
The committee identified some risks to inflation, including intermittent upward adjustments in petroleum and utility prices.
The materialization of these risks could slow the pace of fiscal consolidation and hinder efforts to restore macroeconomic stability.
Supported by sustained improvement in the power sector and increased oil and gas production.
Let's stay with this. Go on to telephone. Professor Godfrey Bob King is the head of finance at the University of Ghana Business School. Doc, if you can hear me, I thank you so much for your time this afternoon, Prof. This decision of maintaining the policy rate meet your expectations?
Yes, good afternoon, and good afternoon to your cherished listeners. Yes, they maintaining the rate was largely predictable, given the history of this current Monetary Policy Committee and then their delegation. They seem to have taken a more pessimistic view of the economy, a bit contrary to the position of government or the Ministry of Finance, and the fact that, given the fact that the Ministry of Finance has given a clear indication, and I do agree with them to some extent, that fiscal consolidation has resulted in some level of gains in the economy, for which reason one would expect that a marginal reduction in the policy rate will be ideal, as in the way of signaling hope and also courting the business community. But I want to believe that the central bank decided to cut the rate because they didn't want to take the risk of actually undermining their own position in terms of containing the threat of inflation. But, I mean, when you look at it over a certain period of time, from when the rate was actually increased to 26%, okay, right, and where inflation was at that time, and the fact that inflation has moderated a bit, okay, before eating up recently, and during all this period, you find that the policy rate has remained irresponsive, okay, to this development. That is, for me, I was a bit uncomfortable with that, because the policy rate must mirror development in the economy.
Absolutely.
Largely, especially within a broader context of price stability and easing the constraint of doing business in this country. Look, way back in July, September, there about last year, when things were, when you check the figures, I mean the average lending rate and all of that, average lending rate has increased. I mean, you see, and then when you also check the difference between the policy rate and then the inflation rate, you see that the premium, right, the premium in there is too huge.
Exactly.
In fact, it's exceptionally high, and that is to represent additional cost on the economy and impose restrictions on the growth drivers of the economy. You see, ultimately, we have got a very bigger responsibility to grow the economy. And the only way to grow the economy is to lower the policy rate, which would have resulted in an immediate reduction in the interbank rate, which could also influence bank lending rate, even though that transmission mechanism may not be that straight, because the formula that the Bank of Ghana itself has approved in determining bank base rate is not responsive to development at the policy rate level or even at the interbank rate level. In fact, the only way this could affect the bank base rate is through the weighted average cost of deposit. Okay, and that channel of transmission is not that effective. Okay. So I want to believe that the Bank of Ghana itself should be revising the formula that they have approved for determining bank rate. Then they should also adopt a more pragmatic view of the economy in seeing how to balance this. I mean, I want to believe that in the current circumstances, it looks to me the balance of the rate is more towards growth, for which reason a marginal reduction. Look, they could have just reduced the policy rate by just 100 basis points. So they said that would have cost, it would have signaled hope to the real sector of the economy in terms of borrowing costs and all of that. That is not to suggest that things have improved significantly to have a bigger reduction in the policy rate.
That's what I was...
You know what? Something has to be done.
Okay. Prof, you've gone ahead of me to address all the questions. I would want to thank you very much for your time this afternoon and identifying the reason behind this decision by the governor of the Bank of Ghana, actually announcing this yesterday. But that's it for business.